This is Pinch of Occult, and she likes to burn a lot of things.
Hello, welcome to a new episode of Pinch of Occult, and today I'm going to be filming about wards. And this one's going to be called Ward Juice. I'm clever. So, you've seen the current protection video, I suppose. If you haven't, you can go check that out. I will link it below. That is a video about warding using stones. And it's put up a protection against mundane and occasion and magical as well. Mostly magical protections against those that would do harm against you. And I did that that might have been 2 years ago now. And you're supposed to re-up them every once in a while, and I never do that because I'm lazy. And I'm me. So, that being said, I decided that it's time to do a re-up. I'm actually just going to redo the whole thing because I'm pretty sure those boards are dead. Like, completely. Just gone. But I'm going to try something new. I know you've seen videos that I've done about Bree Lynn Walker on Tumblr. I really like her work. This isn't hers exactly. She has a method where she infuses herbs and things for wards. And I'm kind of going to use what she has and also make it my own at the same time. Some of the herbs that she has in her book, Grove Daughter Witchery, I like the meanings of them, and they're pretty consistent around that's what other people use the meanings, and oh my goodness, I can't remember what the word is. The correspondences for them are the same. So I'm going to be doing it similar, but it is not hers. This is actually my own kind of thing, and I'm going to put a twist on it. So first things first, I'm going to need water because I'm going to boil the herbs and nonsense that I need in it. So we had a storm the other night, and my sunroom flooded. This was like a full moon storm, actually, now that I think about it. So I'm going to use the storm water I collected. I collected it in this. There's more. Now there's less. Because it was gushing through the ceiling, so that's fun. So I ended up putting it into a kettle and I boiled it. It is still storm water. It still has the same properties, at least to me. Everyone's witchcraft is different and everyone believes different things. This is not for consumption. Do not drink this. I'm using an old kettle that we no longer use because I bought a brand new one for the house. So we're no longer using it. So this is just a kettle that I can do whatever I want with, pretty much. And then I'm going to use this fresh, since we need to filter the herbs because I don't want them all just in there, I just want an infusion. I'm going to use my French press that I don't use, that I leave and let get moldy. So I'm going to use it for magic instead. Maybe it won't get moldy. We'll find out. So I'm going to use this to filter what I need. So for the ward juice, I am using some black pepper because it wards off negative spirits. So let's get a good dose of black pepper in there. I couldn't find our can, else I would just dump a bunch, which is why I'm grinding it. You don't have to grind fresh ground pepper. This is just what I had on hand first. And then some witch hazel, which is used to ward against magical attacks generally. I like black pepper because it's like you're making them gonna sneeze. Mix how much you want with your heart. Yarrow, which is generally for warding against fear, which we don't want any of that in here. St. John's wort, which happens to be a catch-all for a lot of things. So protection, banishing, calming, fire. Apparently this one's good for fire. I live in California, so warding against fire would be nice. I don't need to catch on fire. Let's see. Angelica root, I am very low, but this one's also a catch-all for harm, intruders, malevolent spirits, and just warding in general. Of course, if you have your own associations and correspondences, that's fine. You want to use what makes sense to you. Juniper for illness. Bay against magical harm. So many bay leaves. 2. What else do we have here? And then Hyssop, which is for protection. And then me personally, I'm going to give it a bit of juice, some power, make it stronger with some coffee. And then I have to play fire because of course I do. That's my thing. I love fire. So I wrote a little chant thing. We're going to add the ash in here as an extra banishment. So as a burn, I'm just going to say it. So fuck off, stay away, come again no other day. If you live here, you may stay. Otherwise, go away. And then you can repeat it if you want. So, fuck off, stay away, come again no other day. If you live here, you may stay. Otherwise, go away. Fuck off, stay away, come again no other day. If you live here, you may stay. Otherwise, go away. Fuck off, stay away, come again no other day. If you live here, you may stay. Otherwise, go away. And we're going to let that burn until it's ashes, and we're going to add it in. I like fire. It smells so nice. Just doesn't like always burning for me. See, doesn't want to burn all the way. Burn, baby, burn, go inferno. So you're going to want to remember your fire safety as well. Don't burn things around pets or friends and family that you don't want to get burned up. If you have a fire, make sure you have something to put out. Water. Grease fires you don't put out with water. If you have a fire extinguisher, remember pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. And that'll make sure you don't burn everything down. Anyways, so ash, we're going to add it in. Add in our water. You can estimate however much. So you don't want it to sit around and get moldy, so just do however much you need. So we're going to sit and let it steep. I think this will be enough. Actually, add a little bit more water. I need some left over for another spell we're going to do later with filming magic. Alright, so we're gonna let it sit, let it steep. However long you want is up to you. I'm gonna light a candle for it. While we do that, I think will be a good idea. I find green to be protection-y, but actually, let's do white as a protection. We're just gonna let that burn for a bit. Alright, we let it steep for a couple minutes, so we're gonna move the candle off to the side so you don't burn yourselves. Just be careful as always. And press down to filter it up. It looks really gross. And then be careful reaching over candles, don't do what I just did. It's very bad for you. And so I like physical wards as a thing, which is why I'm doing ward juice. But I am also going to be doing stones as my ward again. Kind of like the cairn I did, but with stones. So I actually got these from my driveway, so they've been on the property. They are my house stones. And I'm going to soak these in ward juice. So I'm going to put them as best as I can, all of them in here. Oh, that's not gonna work. My jar is too small. I have a bigger jar. I always have jars in here. So we're going to put this inside. And we're gonna soak the stones in ward juice. Helps if I have it on the right side. I did it. I got the correct amount of ward juice. So we're just gonna let that sit there and soak. Like if you wanted to do an extra thing, you could put it in the full moon, got it recharge more, save more chance. Really, it's very versatile in whatever you want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And so I'm gonna let them soak for a little bit, and then I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to put a symbol on them, and then I'm going to put them in my yard. This is create a barrier, not one you can physically see, but I like the physical pieces of it, which is why I'm going to put one in each corner of my yard and then one in this room, because this is my magic space, I would say, witchcraft space. So I'm going to let it soak, and then we will move on to the next part in a little bit. Just when it cools down, because I don't want to burn my hand trying to get the rocks out. Alright, so it's good enough for me to fish out now, or at least cool enough. If you have delicate hands, I don't recommend doing things when they're hot. Yeah, this is fine. It's cold outside, so it probably makes it easier too. 2, 3... One last rook. Alright. So, I'm going to dispose of this outside because it's already used and sturdy. So, I'm going to put it in the plants, give them a nice drink. Dry off the parts that I need. Try the mostly flattish parts. Using something that's not for drying. Then I'm going to put my personal symbol on it. so it's sure it's one that's shared by many people, to be honest.
I didn't find any open orders for birds.
Shh!
If you're waiting for a delayed package,
Alexa,
you can check
stop!
its status.
I don't know why she's trying to talk to me. That's weird. I didn't ask her anything.
I didn't find any open orders.
Alexa,
for birds.
stop! Why is she talking? Alright. They're all done and ready to be put out into the world. So my next step, I'm not going to film it, is putting it out in the yard where it's supposed to go and leaving one in here. And I'm going to leave one right in here. And then the rest I'm going to put out where they need to go. It'll be a secret. And I won't be able to find them later because I will forget. Happens. Alright, and that's it for this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and Twitter. And make sure you check me out next time. Alright, bye!
Thanks for watching today's video. Press subscribe down below so you're notified when she uploads again.